At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
I don't need to. We want this.
On first down, it's Simpson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Watch the screen. Watch the snap.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
5.
51's the mic. Bandit. 51's the mic. 51's.
Hey, lock it. You ain't got nothing. 5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Simpson. He's got daylight. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Alpha. Hey,
2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
No, this is nothing.
ready up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing
Back to throw. Herbert. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, exit. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
951. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Right there. Days, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yellow.
Mike's 50 hot shot. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 59's Mike. 59's
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Let him know, let him know.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Deep grip.
Here's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Herbert. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
You ready?
The mic. 44 is the mic. Run.
Looking to throw. Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56. Mike's 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here we go. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down. 56 to Mike.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mike 56.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
43.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Simpson, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Yellow.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
Know your job.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, 49ers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go, go.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on second down, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
No. Off. 15. Check 25. Hey, Riblin.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Why? Who? 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Kansas City.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Yellow. I go on. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Simpson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff